It's pretty clear that our educational system is struggling and families need other options. But don't just take my word for it. Here to share with you today are some local Ohio parents.
Hi, my name is Antonio Allen. This is my wife, Cornetia Allen. And we live in Columbus, Ohio. We have 3 boys, a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old that attend Tree of Life, and our 2-year-old here with us, Elliot.
The neighborhood that we live in, the school that's within that neighborhood community is a school that's failing, unfortunately. And so we knew that we didn't want to send our child to a school that was underperforming. So having the option to send them to Tree of Life was a blessing for us. It gave us the opportunity to give them a much better education, a much better start, a much better opportunity to learn the things that were important to them and important to us as their parents. They love school. They absolutely love school, and it brings such peace of mind to us to know that our children love going to school. And they're straight A students, which is amazing. So we are very grateful and very, very thankful for having an option to choose.
My name is Ben Douglas. I'm the lead pastor at Faith Community Church in the Hilltop. I have 4 kids, and I'm advocating for kids in my neighborhood in the Hilltop to have access to great education. When we first moved into the neighborhood 12 years ago, we were very pro-school. Public schools, send your kids to the school they're in. And so my daughter started at the local elementary school, and my wife volunteered in the classrooms. She joined the PTA. She actually became the PTA president. And we really advocated for the kids in the class and in the school. But there came a point in my daughter's life where she wasn't happy. She hated school. And so we removed her from the school and put her in an online school for the rest of the year. And the relief that she had when she went to the online school was just incredible. She was so upset. I remember she was in 2nd grade learning odds and evens, and she felt like it was so beneath her. She was so frustrated with the kids cussing out teachers, flipping over desks. When we put her in the online charter school, she was months behind her peers, maybe even years. We transferred her again through the EdChoice voucher, and she was still behind. The environment was just unhelpful and broken, and so something needed to change for my daughter.
Hi, my name is Sydney, and I am a Christian. I have 9 children. I have 11 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. I would want my grandkids to go to a Christian-based school or a private school that is not a lot of children in it. There's 15 of us. Out of 15 that graduated in Columbus, Ohio, was none. 3 of us graduated from Caddis, 2 with a GED out of 15 children.
So my idea in terms of ideal education for our children would be, of course, academically, that they'll get all that they need from a basic standpoint, reading, writing, arithmetic, but also that the school would offer to them some extra things in terms of things that are going to help them explore their interests, as well as develop the gifting that's within them. I think those are 2 things that are sometimes lacking at times in different education systems, and so those are important. And then particularly for Tree, values. So our values, having Christian values, having people around them that's going to provide the same undergirding in terms of belief system and support the worldview that we hold from our Christian belief system as well.
It's parents' responsibility to educate their children. It's parents' responsibility to decide what's best for their children.
Schools should be doing for the child, if they know a child is excelling in their grades and things, they should try to help that child to go further or wherever they want to go to school at, a school of choice.
I think as educators, it's important to recognize each child's gifts and their personality and what works for them, and then providing opportunities that fit within that space or that realm where they can thrive and grow. I think it's so important for children to have an environment to thrive and grow, and I think that's the role that the school plays, is creating that environment for them.
The government's role in education is not to tell us what worldview you have to have, what religious worldview you need to have. But the government's job is to make sure that kids are getting the education that they need to be successful in life. And letting us choose how that happens is not their business. It's our decision as parents to decide what's best for our kids, as long as we can meet those academic requirements that really are behind the heart of public education.
These are just a handful of the stories that represent thousands of families across Ohio. Perhaps your family shares a similar story. Imagine what would happen if all parents were able to provide their children with educational options that would meet their academic, spiritual, and emotional needs. The good news is that statewide educational reform is possible, and you can help. That's where the Backpack Bill comes in. Join your host and thousands of other Ohioans as we send backpack postcards to our state representatives and senators, urging them to pass the Backpack Bill.